Hi everyone, this is Liz with 143 Handmade. Thank you so much for joining me today, December 5th, 2023, for my December daily. Don't forget to go hop over to the Junk Journal Diva and subscribe to the lovely Rhonda's channel. I am using paper from the decorateyourlife.com. This is Peace on Earth. So, and I absolutely just love this little snowman guy. So, tissue paper, day 5. Tissue paper, you know, we have a ton of this time of year, or at least a lot of people do, you know, for gift giving and you know, whatnot. And so what I thought I would do is just take this sheet and I'm going to just add a little bit of glue. Well, I guess it's kind of a moderate amount of glue. That's a little glue for me, okay? I'm an overgluer, totally guilty. I use way too much glue on a regular basis. But I am working on it. So now I'm just going to spread that out. Nice and flat. And then I'm just going to take my tissue paper and I'm going to crumple it up onto that glue. I'm not going to put it down flat, I'm going to crumple it. Because I love texture. And like tissue paper, you can't ever get it to lay flat anyway, so I'm just, you know, not even going to try. There we go. And then I'm just going to tear off this extra bit. Okay, I'm in pulling that off, you know, it came up a little bit, but that's one of the great things about Fabrifix is you do have a minute, you know, you can pull stuff up a little bit. You don't want to be doing it a lot, but, you know, you definitely can fix things of that nature when they occur. There we go. The more texture, the more better. The whiter, the better, you know. And you can do this in multiple layers, you know, however you want to, however much you want to play. That's what it boils down to. That's all we're doing, right? This is just, that's what the Junk Journal world is it's all of us that have decided to let our inner kindergartners come out and play. And we're just taking paper and tissue and sticking it down. Okay, and I need just a tiny bit more glue. Glue down this edge of this tissue paper. There we go, get rid of my glue strings. And there we go. You know, and you can see how you can add that as much or as little as you want and get even more texture. And let's see, I'm going to add some texture in that same manner on the inside of this cover, all through here. I think that I want to work with, instead of with the flat pieces, I want to work with smaller pieces and I want to pre-scrunch them. Oh, wait, forgot to spread it. Gotta spread it. It doesn't work right if it's not spreaded. Not spreaded. Spreaded, it's not even a word. If it's not spread out, it doesn't work as good. So, here we go. I'm just kind of stick it on there. And I'm not worrying about keeping to the edge exactly. I kind of like it when things, you know, overlap edges. Let me take another piece here. And I'm kind of taking that straight edge and kind of tucking it and down. And now I'm going to fold it over. And that gives me some more texture, some more thickness, as well as getting rid of that, you know, that straight factory edge. It's just as, you know, it's just not as fun. Not as interesting as this, you know, the fun torn edges. So there we go. Yeah, see, look, I mean, that's just such a simple, easy little thing. Look at how much fun and how much more interest that page has now. So, let's see. I like to, when I'm building a journal like this, that I don't really have an exact plan before I go on to the next page, I like to lay it down and, you know, as if it was bound already, you know, and look at it. Do I want to do anything else? Yes, I do. I want to add some of the same texture down here in this corner and do the diagonal corner thingy. Just adds a lot of interest, and I don't know, just felt like the thing to do, you know? You step back and look. Sometimes you're just drawn to doing a particular thing, so I think that when that happens, you should respect it, if at all possible. You know? Trust your inspiration. And there we go. And that is way too much, but I'm going to go ahead and let that dry before I worry about, you know, taking off this extra bit. So, or, well, I don't know, tissue paper tear is pretty easy. There we go. Yeah, like so. Do I want to just add more all along this edge? No, I think that'd be too much. And so, now I have this bit. And see, the binding rings are going to go through there as well. But I do want to add some of this texture. Not as bunchy, but a little bit. See, on this one, I'm going to go with a thinner layer. So I'm getting, my journal's getting really thick at this point. And that's great, and that's a lot of fun in its own way. But you know what? Forget it. I'm just going to add as much texture as I want and let it be as bulky as it wants to get. It's only a few pages, this one. And I did not glue this corner, so that way I can, you know, whatever my next layer is, I can tuck up under there, or I can tear that off, or, you know, whatever. I've got lots of options now because it's like that. And this is actually going to sit more centered, like so. And then, do I want to add any tissue paper to this page? I don't think so. I'm going to go ahead and tear another strip though. Let's see. Maybe along the bottom edge here. Yeah, that will look cute, but I don't think it's necessary. This page is just so pretty. This paper is just so gorgeous. I don't think it needs anything. And so I'm going to lay this on here like so. So I can see what these two pages look like. And this one... Let's see, where do I want to add the texture? Do I want to add the... That's another idea. I could add the texture along this edge and let it peek out just a little bit. So that way the opposite page does get some of this texture added, but not to it directly. So that's what I'm going to do. Lots of glue, because it's falling down in there in the in-betweens. I guess I could have glued a flat piece of paper on there first, but yeah, you know. So I'm going to stick that straight edge down in that edge and just kind of work it down. Crinkling and smishing, crinkling and smishing. And you know, this tissue paper is so inexpensive. And you can get all kinds of colors, you know, to match whatever you're doing. You'll be able to find tissue paper to match it. Like, that's what tissue paper does, right? As far as the color schemes go, they will match anything. So, yeah, I like that for that edge. I think I kind of have it hang over a bit. Yeah. There we go. And then maybe add some down here. Again, doing the you know, diagonal corners thing. I really like that framing. Not everybody does, you know, and to each their own, but I do enjoy it. It satisfies my eye on a level. It says, yep, this is right. You know, and everybody's artistic eye sees things a little bit different. And what's right and what's wrong is different things to different people. Let's see, I don't think I'm going to add tissue paper to this side. Let's see. Actually, I think that this page is just, it's so pretty and so plain, and that gives me a good big spot to add a large photo. So I don't want to, you know, I want to take into consideration that my photos have not been added yet. So, and I am going to go ahead and add just a bit down this edge, because I did get some exposed glue there when I added these in. I had to move it because I forgot about the leaving space for the binding. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a bit all the way down. Again, tucking in the end. And this time I'm letting it kind of hang off the back side, so it'll be kind of part of the binding. Scrunch and smush. Smush and scrunch. And you'll find, you know, different techniques that work for you, that, you know, because the way that my hands move won't necessarily be the way that your hands can move. And, you know, that sort of thing. And your glue and your tissue paper, and, you know, there's so many different ways. So this is just an idea. Let's tear off that bit. There we go. It kind of just looks like a page edge trim. You could totally do that as a page edge trim. You know? Let's see, I don't want to add anything there because I have this one. This one I have opening this way. So I have to consider that with whatever decoration I add over here. This one is from the top. And I added these sheets of music because to me it's just not the holiday season without music. And then also that because this is I did tear off the paper on the side, that gives the picture some support, and so it's not getting hung up, especially on this one, you know, trying to go down in, it would get hung up trying to slide past those, you know, into a pocket. So I needed to give that paper backing. So there we go. And I think that's good on the tissue paper. Still haven't decided what I'm going to do on the back cover. I may just do that on the back cover, just tissue paper, just doily or something. I'm not sure. And what if I was to do something like that in this corner? Nope, I think that takes away from that texture. Up here it adds though. So yep, that's what I'm going to do up here. I apologize if you can hear my freezer making noise. You know, my workroom is where it is, and the freezer is what it is, and I do try and make sure that that's not happening when I start, but if it starts during a video, I can't really, you know, I guess I could just pause, but I don't know. We're trying. I'm trying to make things better. Yeah. Just add that there. I know I said I was just going to wait and do it at the end, but it just felt like it fit there so well. You know, and I keep wanting to put this on the cover, but it's just not like quite fitting, is it? I don't know. We'll see. I feel like that should be there. Hey, I kind of like that. It kind of looks like he's almost holding it. They're putting it there, but I don't like the way that that doily sits with it. Like so. I don't know. I'll keep playing with the cover. So thank you so much for joining me for day 5 with tissue paper. And I can't wait to hang out with you some more. Don't forget to go back and watch day 3, the doily, and enter that giveaway. And the giveaway will be drawn on December 8th, 2023. Thank you so much for joining me.